Welcome to the Kabbalat Shabbat Service. Welcome to our home. And we'll begin by welcoming the angels and then we'll light the candles. I'll light the candles first. Now if you can see them. There we go. There we go. Quiet moment. Lighting the candles and bringing some light inside. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Let's welcome some angels to our presence. The words of Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Ashari, Malachi Elyon, Malachi Harachamim, Mi Melech, Malachi Hamelachim. HaKadosh Baruch Hu Ruachem L'Shalom Malachi HaShalom Malachi Elyon Malachi Harachamim Mi Melech Malachi Hamelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Baruchuni L'Shalom Malachi HaShalom Malachi Elyon Malachi Harachamim Mi Melech Malachi Hamelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Boachem L'Shalom Tzeitichem L'Shalom Malachi HaShalom Malachi Elyon Malachi Harachamim Mi Melech Malachi Hamelachim מלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא יום זה לישראל אורה ושמחה אורה ושמחה אורה ושמחה שבת מנוחה אורה ושמחה אורה ושמחה שבת שימי את הבגדים במעמד סיני שבת ומועדים לשמור בכל שנה לערוך לפניי מעשה ברכה שבת מנוחה יום זה לישראל אורה ושמחה אורה ושמחה אורה ושמחה שבת מנוחה אורה ושמחה אורה ושמחה שבת מנוחה לקראת קלה ונשבן קבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה ונשבן קבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה ונשבן קבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה ונשבן קבלה שמור זכור בדיבורך השמיענו עמך אדוני אחד שמו אחד שם ולתפארת ולתחילה וחדותי לקראת קלה ונשבן קבלה לחדותי לקראת קלה ונשבן קבלה לחדותי לקראת קלה ונשבן קבלה לחדותי לקראת קלה ונשבן לקראת שבת לכו ונלך כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נשוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה לך דודי לקראת קלה ונשבן קבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה ונשבן קבלה התעוררי כי בעורק ומיורי יורי שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך מברך דודי לקראת קלה ונשבן קבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה ונשבן קבלה בואי בשלום בטרם עלה גם בשמחה ובסוף חולה תוך אמונה סגולה בואי חלה בואי חלה בואי חלה בואי חלה וחדותי לקראת קלה ונשבן קבלה וחדותי לקראת קלה ונשבן קבלה וחדותי לקראת קלה ונשבן קבלה וחדותי לקראת קלה ונשבן קבלה.
We welcome B'nai Shabbat, all the faces of Shabbat. I wish we could see your faces. We miss seeing the faces. But as we welcome the faces of Shabbat, we call each other to prayer with the words of the Baruch Hu. So we welcome, waiting for Jim to come back. Welcome our friend Miri from Israel and all of you. And we can see her joining us for Kabbalat Shabbat, this welcoming of this sacred time. So we hope you feel you're ready as we call each other to prayer with these words.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם
words of the Shema, calling us to feel our connectedness. I had the privilege of doing a funeral today, and the family they were Jewish and Christian and Muslim and gay and not religious and religious, and it was a tiny little group of people, and yet within this group, that was one family. There was the rainbow of creation. I think that's what the Shema wants to call us to be, one family. So our new friend Deborah, who's from West Orange, New Jersey, lots of relatives there growing up. Steve, hope you're taking good care of your mama. And all the people who are coming together from so many different places. Let's feel the connectedness of creation as we chant together the words of the Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושופך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נודעתי לו תוסף אלה. מלכותך ובניך בוקיים לפני משה. זה אלי, זה אלי, זה אלי, זה אלי, זה אלי, זה אלי, זה אלינו יאמרו. אדוני ימלוך, אדוני ימלוך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. אדוני ימלוך, אדוני ימלוך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ימלוך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. אדוני ימלוך, אדוני ימלוך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. לעולם ועד. ועד ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגואלו מיד חזק ממנו. As you redeemed Jacob and saved him from arms that were stronger than his own, so may you redeem all who are oppressed and persecuted. Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. With Miriam ha-Neviah, the prophetess, she took a drum in her hand and we all followed her with drums and dancing. And Miriam chanted with us. Shiru le'Adonai ki ga'oka, Shiru le'Adonai ki ga'oka, Shiru le'Adonai ki ga'oka, Shiru le'Adonai ki ga'oka. Sus v'rocho rama vayam, Sus v'rocho rama vayam, Shiru, Shiru, Shiru. Frosalenu sukachelomecha, spread over us the shelter of your peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hapore sukachelom aleinu, v'yakol amo Yisrael, v'yal Yerushalayim. V'yal Yerushalayim, spread over us the shelter of your peace. Over us and over all people, and over Jerusalem, Jerusalem, and over Jerusalem. We are praying for the peace of Jerusalem, Jerusalem. V'shameru Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. Children of Israel shall keep the Shabbos, observing it as a covenant for all time. It is a sign forever between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days the Eternal One made the heavens and the earth, and on the 7th day God rested. God breathed the soul to creation. Vayinafash, Vayinafash. Adonai Sifatai Tiftach, Adonai Sifatai Tiftach. Oh God, open up my lips, Ufiyadi Tehilatecha. My words may I speak poetry. Adonai Sifatai Tiftach, Ufiyadi Tehilatecha.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah v'Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanara, El Elyon Omer Chasadim Tovim, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע. מחכה חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו בשני העפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. And a prayer for peace. A prayer for peace.
Shalom Rabbi Israel Amcha. Shalom Rabbi Israel Amcha. Shalom Rabbi Israel Amcha. לעולם יתהו מלך אדום לכול השלום בעיניך. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם.
It is Rosh Chodesh. It is the new moon of Elul. Ani ledodi v'dodi li. It's the acronym the rabbis tell us for Elul. I am my beloved, and my beloved is mine. Maybe not so much about love, but about belonging. And what it means when you belong to another person. You know, Shabbat is all about connection. Shabbat is all about letting go of the illusion of separateness, and for just these 24 hours, 25 hours, feeling that connectedness, not letting anything come between you and what is most sacred to you. Feeling that oneness. Knowing that it's possible, because we also know that we have to go back into the week. We can't live this way all the time. We have to be separate. We have to do our separate tasks, our separate jobs, and we have to live in that world, not just of I, thou, but of I, it, because we need to fix things. And so, even though it's Shabbat, we have this difficult portion, this portion of Shoftim, this portion where it tells us that there was tzedek and tzedek, there is justice and there is justice, and there is not one justice. There is more than one. And so as we're supposed to feel this oneness, here we are, even on Shabbat, by this Torah portion, feeling torn apart. So the portion tells us to appoint judges, maybe, to help us negotiate the two worlds, the different worlds we live in, the differences that we have. To appoint judges who will deliver mishpat tzedek, righteous judgment. Not just judgment, but righteous judgment, it says. But we know that they will be human. So just as there are laws for the kings we wish we did not need, we will have laws for all those who are given the great responsibility of leadership. And in the balance, we will reject hierarchy and anarchy, and we will try, oh how we will try, to strike the perfect balance that will create a society where everyone is treated with dignity, with equal worth, and appreciated for their own unique and different gifts. And then the great command comes in this portion, tzedek, tzedek tirdov, justice, justice you shall pursue. It doesn't just exist, you see, it must be pursued. And the great rabbinic question, why does it say tzedek twice? Well, one justice for all wouldn't be enough. Why twice? There are just so many responses. Perhaps it's calling us to recognize the mystery of the upper and the lower worlds, that we are stuck in this material world of illusion that makes us think that we are separate from each other from creation. But the truth is apparent in the upper worlds, this tzedek world, where all is clearly godliness. And so our job is to bring those two tzedeks closer together. Or are the two tzedeks daring us to admit that there are two Americas, two codes of justice, one if you are poor and one if you have means, one if you are white and one if you are a person of color, one if you are binary and one if you are trans, daring us to see that until we see the two, we will never have the justice that we truly seek for all. Justice is said twice because in the pursuit of justice, you have to behave justly to everyone. Or are the two teaching us about relationships, teaching us that there is no final depth to the justice and truth of relationship, that you will continue to go deeper and deeper, seeking out the truth within the truth within the truth. And it is said twice because your job in your relationship is to know yourself so well and keep working to know yourself so well that you are able to share that self with your sacred partner, with all the people whose lives you touch. That no matter how much you grow and change, you will be able to open your true self to the other, that they may know you and love you for who you are. But the portion gives us one more secret. Another secret when it says, El Hamakom, that justice will take us to the place. And we know that Hamakom is another name for God. The place is another name for God. So it's meant to take us, this justice, to the place that we call God, teaching us that all of our actions, all of our decisions, all of our judgments must come from a holy place if we expect to get there. Do you want to read your poem? So this portion brings us into this month of Elul, where we're told that holiness is not behind some wall, is not behind some door, but holiness is in the field, right here, so close in Elul.
Gevurtich Tim haya shvar kodama Ova gevurtich v'tim haya shvar kodama V'hachava v'ya Yaribon alam v'amaya Antu malka melech malchaya Yaribon alam v'amaya Antu malka melech malchaya Shvachim asadir tzafra v'ramshala elaha kadisha V'rachu nafsha irin kadishin v'nei dasha human beings chivat bara to the life of all the worlds. Yarmon alama v'almaya Antu malka melech malchaya Yaribon alam almaya Yaribon alam almaya Yaribon alam Amaya to the life of all the worlds, to the life of all the worlds, to the life of all the worlds, Amaya.
So with everything so close, we offer a Mishaberach. We've been especially asked to offer a Mishaberach tonight for Nancy Yowitz's very, very good friend, Peter. He's been working hard to recover from a terrible bicycle accident, and we're just praying and praying that he will heal. For my friend Cassandra Gould, who had another surgery, she also was in a terrible accident, Reverend Gould, but she also is doing better. We have to pray for all of these people. That's what we've got. For my friend Heather and her family. For Finn Naylor and Artie Silverblatt, Wanda Stutz-Ryan, for Meredith Pritchard, Elaine Thornton, Rick Hack, Gail Rock, Huey Powell, Specialist Evan Richards, and all of our military. Morris Tamsky, Carrie Schulman, Susan Schroeder, Ron Fagerstrom, Sharon Miller, Debbie Zorinsky, healing, and Dr. Richard Burns. For Meredith, of course, for Sam, lots of prayers for Sam, for Heather Brown's mom, who's been battling cancer and is now on hospice. We pray for her, Heather. We'll keep her in our hearts. Let us know her name, and we will put her on our list so that we can pray for her. And for all the people you hold in your heart, we offer this Mishaberach, this healing prayer. What is prayer? Prayer is a shout out to the universe. Just shout out to the universe, because you never know. You just never know what'll be heard.
Fuat nefesh, fuat aguf, for the healing of the spirit, the healing of the body, for those we know, for those we don't know. On my right, the angel Michael, on my left, the angel Gabriel, in front of me, the angel Uriel. Behind me, the angel Raphael, above my head, 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 Shechinatin. Michael, who's like God, Gabriel, God is my strength, Uriel, God is my light, Raphael, God is my healer, but my head, Shechinatin. Baruch atah Adonai Rofei HaCholim, blessed are you, great healer.
For all the people who are struggling with COVID-19, cancer, Alzheimer's, all these terrible diseases that we are working so hard to be able to cure. let the light of the new moon inspire all of us to never give up. And keep praying for good. The words of the Aleinu promise that we will take upon us all of the challenges that we find in our prayers, in our lives, in our world right now. Aleinu, what is it that each of us can take upon ourselves to do? The man that I buried today, Eugene Myers, had a drugstore for many, many years, a pharmacy. He was a pharmacist in Dogtown called the Tam drugstore, and he had it for many, many years, and he was kind of the rock of the neighborhood. And, he'd get robbed every once in a while, but, people depended on him. All the neighborhood kids worked in the store, and in the back of the store, he had a heroes wall that he put pictures up on of all the people of the neighborhood. He turned them all into heroes. And of course, his family. Loved his family. But he put his body on the line. He put his body on the line. How do we put our bodies on the line? Aleinu, how do we take upon us the challenges of this time? Put our bodies on the line and still stay safe. That's, I think, the greatest challenge. That's our challenge today. So together we chant the words of the Aleinu. Aleinu l'shapeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kikoye haratzot, velo samanu kamishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, וגור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. And we always turn to the words of the Kaddish. We've been sending out a weekly announcement. So let's see if I can find. I have it. Is this it? It has the lists on it. Aha! No, this isn't it. Sorry.
ועל כל ישראל ואמרו עמים יעשה שלום שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל יעשה שלום שלום עלינו ועל
So I know Robert Fishbone wanted to make sure we would remember his father, Henry Fishbone. I saw that Diane Meyer was with us, and of course we're saying Kaddish this year for her father who died last October, Joe Sherman, and I hope her mom is with her as well. For Ralph Schauer and Sherman Stiefelman, Sandy Jaffe, can't believe it's coming up to a year. Rita Balk, Carol Goldman Gerstein, Jude, Eli, Anton McCarty, Laverne Emanuel, Suzanne Glazer, Betty Oberman, Pat Dewey and Susan Silver, Julie Eichen and Melvin Lester, Dr. Melvin Lester, Tom Trieger, Aaron Corson, Bruce Rosen, Dr. Elliot Gelman, John Isaacs and Monty Ross, Debbie Siegel, Shirley Goldstein, Claire Hyman, Albert Tota, and John Kepler, Bonnie Hundman, Betty Gershman, Don Holtzman, Lou Osheroff, Aaliyah Light, Bonnie Levins and Claire Kroll, Shirley Sewell, Gil Nussbaum, Catherine Goldstein, Fran Hyman, Molly Frohlichstein, Jerome Schneider, Rich Amaker, Jerry Brown, Stan Zerman, and this week I'd like to remember my friend Dan Rosen, who died this past week, and also, as I said today, Eugene Myers, and for Nancy Krushek, who passed away 2 weeks ago, and for Steve Wumstein's Aunt Elaine Klein. We remember them. I think there are also yard sites that we have. Mark Shapiro, and of course Marty Bonhartz. I know my good friend Barbara is there thinking about Marty. I know he's an angel. He was kind of a curmudgeon at the end there, but I know how much you loved him, and I know that he wouldn't want anything more, Barb, I know this from my heart, than for you to be happy. So for Marty Barnholtz, for Fred Barnes, Dorothy Rikus, Harvey Oberman, Harvey Guller, Sandy Gerwich, Harold Spiegelglass, Gretel Yosefi Banger. I know if we were in person, Miriam and Susan would be remembering her. Dustin Twellman was only 16 and just gotten his license, and he had a car accident the day he started driving, and we lost him. Joseph Wexelman, Sr., Louise Mandel, and Lee Liberman. And for Rebecca. Yeah. So I know that everybody holds somebody in their hearts when we say these words. So just know, if you think of them, that we maybe the tzedek and the tzedek, the two worlds will come a little bit closer together as we say these words. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Be'almad yivrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayerecho be'Yisrael ba'agalah v'zman kariv ve'imru.
Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam alamei amaya.
Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudusha. B'richu le'elah min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechamata da'amiran ve'elma ve'imru amen.
Amen.
Yehi shlomo Rabba min shemaya v'chayim. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mirma v'yaseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru
Amen.
May the source of peace bring peace to you who mourn, comfort to those who are bereaved among us. As we say, Amen.
Ve'imru, ve'imru, ve'imru. Amen. Ve'imru, ve'imru, ve'imru. Amen. Ve'imru, ve'imru, ve'imru. Amen. Ve'imru, ve'imru. Amen.
So, I know you've probably heard our dogs barking through this whole thing. I hope it hasn't been too distracting. I think they just wanted to be part of things. And just one announcement that I have is that now that it's Elul, every morning at 9:30, but I think it's also, you can also catch it during the day, one of the rabbis will be offering just a moment about Elul, about slichot, about forgiveness. These are the days that we say the slichot prayers, the forgiveness prayers. We blow the shofar every morning during Elul. So every morning at 9:30, we will try to wake ourselves up so that when that next new moon comes of Tishrei, we are ready. We are really ready. I know I'm ready. Ready for a new year, a better year, a year of peace. So, you want to do a Don Olam? Yeah. So we'll end with a Don Olam, reminding us not to fear.
Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra v'nasa b'chepso kol hazar melech shemo nikra Adonai na 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 Adonai na 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 ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא והוא היה והוא הווה והוא יהיה בתפארה והוא אחד ואין שני בלי ראשית בלי תכלית ולא אהוב במצרים והוא אלי וחג גואלי וצור חמי בעת צרה והוא ניסי ומנוס לי מנפוסי ביום הקרב בידו הפקירוכי ואישן ועירה וירוכי גבייתי אדוני לי ולא ירא
Thanks for sharing this Kabbalat Shabbat with us in our home tomorrow morning. I know Daniel and Karen are doing the kids service, the family service. Rabbi Randy will be doing the 10 o'clock service and 10:30 service. And we'll be back tomorrow night at 8 o'clock for Havdalah. Baruch atah Adonai. I hope everybody's joining me. Lift a cup with us. Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava u'ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit, kihu yom techila l'mikra'ei kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim. Kivanu v'acharta, ve'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha, v'ahava u'ratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh haShabbat. Amen. I hold you in my hands. I hold you in my heart. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you safe on this crazy journey we are all on. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichoneka. May the light of this new moon, as small as it is, continue to grow, so that when the full moon comes, we really are ready. We're more ready than we are to face a new year. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God's presence truly be with each and every one of you and all the people you love, and give you a little bit of shalom, a little taste of peace in our hearts, our homes, our community, and God willing soon, for all creation. Shabbat shalom.